Welcome back to Marketing Champions here in Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. Today, we're in Austin, Texas with Ayse Altunisik from Lyra Digital. And Ayse, welcome to our conversation today.
Thank you.
Well, we're excited to have you here and to learn a lot more about you. So why don't you start by sharing how you get started in the marketing industry?
Yeah, so it's actually kind of funny. I got started interning after school at McGraw-Hill Education. So at the time, they had a very big need with their social media team being short for a social media intern. So in that time, I started doing paid media ads, discovered that that was something I had a passion for, and then just took off from there. Started doing in-house roles and then transitioned to agency. So it's been a really fun ride.
Well, you definitely get a lot of great education in different roles like that as you are evolving in
Yeah.
your career. So why don't you tell us how and when you started Lyra Digital?
Yeah. So I started Lyra Digital last year, and I started that because I saw a need for paid media that was not only data driven, but really told a story with creative. So everything that we do, I think, is really based on multiple data points that are informing our strategy, whether it's from targeting to creative strategy. So that's a little bit about Lyra Digital.
So when you're meeting with the client for the first time, what kind of conversation and questions are you asking them so you get a sense of what their story is and learning how you're going to be able to tell it for them?
Yeah, that's a great question, Howard. So some of the questions that I ask a client when meeting them for the first time are things like, what is your brand really about and what do you want people to know about it? And then how does that match up with what they already know? So one of the reasons that we ask these questions is because we're looking to see kind of one, what kind of story are you telling with your brand now? And then what can we tell effectively moving forward, right? So if somebody has a brand that, they're really wanting to reach this audience and they're not really telling that story, our job is to come in and say, okay, this is the data that we're looking at. Here's how we can inform creative to tell that story effectively.
Are there specific places that you are utilizing that are gaining success and good response from your clients? Is there some specific strategies that you know have been working very well for the implementations that you've been doing?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think some of the things that have been really working well are kind of doing a multi touch point path strategy in terms of kind of that cross channel pollination that we're trying to do. So, for example, we're really looking to have paid search, paid social, programmatic all running for a client that's going to lead a user on a multi touch point conversion journey. So they're more likely to convert into whether it's a sale or a lead or something like that.
Well, it definitely sounds like you have a really good structure and game plan for your clients at Lyra Digital. So we thank you so much for coming on with us and for sharing what you have going on with the agency.
Yeah, thank you so much, Howard. Really appreciate it.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Having an agency to help guide you with the decisions you need to make to grow your business to the right implementations is so important. There's a little bit more information here on Lyra Digital, so please check that out. But go and have a great rest of today. I'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.